Last time, on Bound and Broken, the party had returned to the Wendigo's abode, where our efforts were acknowledged and, we came to learn of what it truly wanted to tell us, now that we had earned, well, I suppose, this guidance. Um, the Wendigo spoke of many things. It spoke of burden, balance, the light of the seven. It reminded the group, the party, of the past and the cycle that had began a long time ago. The Wendigo then spoke of the path that the party could undertake, and the necessity of completing the cycle that began with their own past. It spoke of the crucible of light and confronting the smiling night. To resolve what remains undone, which would close the circle, and hopefully stabilize a bit of the imbalance threatening Corvinus. After which, the discussion came to a close. The Wendigo provided a cure for ailments and guided the party into the dream, a place within the dream specifically tethered to its kin, where our further steps now await.
Right. Inspiration for you, Caspian. Okay, so now that you're here and can interact and do things, go ahead and make me a quick religion check.
Okay, religion. These are 15.
Okay. So, with a 15, you immediately recognize the place that you are currently in as the dream. As the Wendigo strides forward, the shadows becoming more solidified around them, you will recognize that the area is being held in place by a static will. You can feel the presence of Lord Woad essentially permeating everything. Although that isn't uncommon in areas in which nightmares hold sway. You do not sense any hostility from the Wendigos, but you know that nightmares in and of themselves are dangerous by their very essence. A healthy skeptic caution would be prudent.
Knowing that, despite the Wendigo escorting them ahead, Caspian will sort of turn his head towards the party as they walk and speak. It would be wise to err on the side of caution. I'm sure nothing here will be inherently hostile, but nightmares and such tend to be slightly dangerous to those unattuned.
That does sound like any city we've been in so far.
But if you remain cautious and don't prod too much, I'm sure you'll be fine.
He nods. Simon, if they have drugs for sale, please be careful about buying any.
Or taking them.
Or taking them.
Or smoking them.
Or
I don't
just
do promises.
buy them and take them back to the City of Glass and do whatever once we're safe.
Will do.
Thumbs up. Mm-mm.
I may want to get some blood.
Excuse me?
Yeah, for tea.
The
Yeah, you can
realization kind of hits him, and he's like, ugh.
Simon, if you really want some blood, I'd be happy to pour some of your own. I'll just tap the knife on my belt.
No, no
Okay.
human blood.
No,
It's-
I'd be cautious of asking for something like that.
I mean, it could be here. What's a better place to get it that from here?
I'll keep an eye on him, make sure it doesn't do anything stupid.
Anything can be bought.
What currency matters to nightmares? Surely not gold.
Excellent question.
Religion check.
No.
Religion.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Burdened with knowledge. So generally speaking, dream creatures only trade in one commodity that is of any use, and that is literal experience. The experiences that you have had. This is not the same as giving up memories, but rather the manifestations of the will that you have achieved. This is, by game turns, translated into your character level represents the number of experiences, like the abstract value of the experiences that you have accumulated. There's also additional benefits for special events that you have witnessed. For example, glory in this case would also be translatable. So your currencies are dependent upon those particular things. To be clear, when you spend this, you're not losing levels or anything. It is you are spending it. But to be clear, just to make sure that everyone understands, once you trade that experience away to somebody here, it becomes a part of the dream, and therefore its value, which is that it doesn't have it, is then lost. So it is an expended resource, but it doesn't cost you like levels or anything. But understand that it is a precious resource that you only gain by going through great trials or by gaining a level. Everybody with me so far?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly.
Where are you confused?
In this case, are experiences directly tied to things that have occurred on screen in terms of the campaign duration, or are important character points from backstory relevant?
Things you've done in the campaign.
Okay.
So, for example, none of you are a fighter, but right, you're a paladin, right? Not a fighter.
Yeah, I'm paladin.
Well, let's say, for example, that you were, right, and you had 2 glory. You, being a 9th level character, would have 9 of these XP, and then you would have 2 more on top of that, so you'd have 11 to spend. It is referred to in the common tongue as X. Or, if you want to be literal about it, it is dream. You're spending the literal, or will, I guess, is actually the more direct term. You're spending will. Because technically you're manifesting the thing that you're buying. It's meant to be ethereal and kind of weird because it's the dream.
Yeah. I suppose he would try to explain it in a way that makes sense. Well, we've journeyed far, and a great many things have come across our path. If you try to sort of substantiate those things within your mind, that is what you would exchange. Though you don't inherently lose anything, those experiences, those trials will lose the inherent value as you spend them. Becoming a part of the dream, becoming a part of this place. They will probably refer to it as will, but that is, in essence, what it is.
How strange.
Very.
The Wendigo will turn its head over its shoulder, waiting for you to continue following.
Well, we may as well keep going, though. I was quite absent-minded earlier. I did have an inquiry or two still about the discussion previous.
Oh, that's true. Alright, what would you like to ask?
Let's see. One big thing.
For the interest of time, I'll just answer it above board, since you would have been here to ask it.
Yeah. Does it know specifically, referring to the nascent reminder that shattered Caspian's eye originally, does it know if the fact that it was banished from the dream back then interfered with its purpose and duty?
No.
Okay.
At least not to an extent that the Wendigo cares about.
Okay.
To be fair, the creature is generally apathetic, you feel.
Yeah.
So it doesn't do this because it cares. It does, in that way. It does it because it is obligated to do so. If that makes sense. To kind of give you the vibe.
An enthusiastic employee.
He's the cashier at your Home Depot.
Yeah. In terms of one more, I think that would come up in the mind is
He
since
doesn't
the
get
cycle
gravy on his
began.
breakfast roll.
Since cycle began with the creation of ambition through such false sources, does its resolution require or demand that the things built upon that ambition be dismantled or at least somehow dealt with?
Yeah, the accent got away from me there a little bit. Are you asking, does false creation of the ambition require it to respond to it? Is that what you're saying? Sorry, you lost me.
So, okay. Essentially, the question was that since the best way I can say it, like the excess ambition that was created led to the creation of many things.
Yeah.
And that which was built on top of that, when dealing with that ambition, would it require dismantling of those things?
I see what you're saying. Generally speaking, the sins of the fathers do not carry to those of its children. In the morality of the Wendigo, there is how would I it would be in the morality of the Wendigo, what a thing becomes from its origin no longer matters what it was, because it is what it is now. What matters more is what happens now and after. So, inherently speaking, a Wendigo doesn't give a shit about what something was or even what its source is. It cares about what happens next.
Okay.
They are weirdly progressive in that way, but not because they believe in production for the future. It is that they apathetically don't care about the past.
Okay. Sort of off of the back of that one, as at least Caspian seems as the Orange has found some sort of host within the continent. The focused ambition, at least in some facet. He would have encountered the balance request that said host to fall, or simply that the ambition, the excess of it, is tempered with wisdom.
Ambition is tempered by wisdom. It is the way of things. Each of the different colors has something that tempers it and something that exacerbates it.
Yeah.
And it follows the circle of the wheel and the color spectrum. And
yeah.
I mean, we could go into that if you really want to know more about it, because the Wendigo would tell you about it. I guess I'll give it. Hold on. Wait, I didn't go over this already, have I? I feel like I have.
We've gone over this in a facet. That's why I asked a specific question, because it would have been one thing he would have wanted to compare against what he knew from the storyteller. Because we went over this a little bit there, because it sort of told us in broad strokes that how the cycle sort of, or how the wheel sort of responds to each thing.
Okay, well, essentially, it works in detail. Okay, so double check. Or the Wendigo, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, for a second I was like...
Did we forget to unbanish her?
She comes back.
Starts fucking dabbing.
Yep.
Just imagine how many rounds that will be until she catches up with us.
So, the Wendigo, I don't think I've actually explained this in detail, so this will be a cool thing for the party to learn. The Wendigo explains its position by the explanation of how the color wheel actually interacts with itself. So, indigo, color of sacrifice and trial, is tempered by blue, which is the color of dreams and kind of reflection. And dreams is tempered by life, in all of its infinite possibilities. A green is tempered by time, which is yellow. As with time, all life eventually tapers. Time is tempered by ambition, in which time is spent properly to one's desires and needs. Ambition is tempered by wisdom, which is when to use ambition and when to take the actions therein. And wisdom is tempered by memory and the oblivion that we all face. And finally, the violet, memory, is tempered by sacrifice. For that which we lost holds value to that which we have. And that's how the circle works, essentially. One tempers the next one down the line, and in the reverse order, feeds the one before it.
Mm.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, that's essentially what I also
And that's how the
understood
wheel
from-
turns. Isn't that fucking cool? Sorry.
Yeah, it is very cool. That's essentially what I understood from the storyteller explaining it briefly. How ambition was kinda too much. Wasn't a lot of wisdom here.
I might commission a chart, actually. Probably when I do it. Stuff. Anyway, any other questions?
That was probably the final one that would have actually needed any explaining. Sort of the rest I can intuit very easily from what it explained to us.
Okay. In that case, we will continue forward. Alright, with each step that you take, you see the shadows around you shift and twist. You think as you look out amongst it that you're even able to spot forms moving in the shadows and dust. So finally, you arrive to here. Before you, the portcullis, preventing entry, seems to be guarded by an enormous shadow, that as the Wendigo approaches, it raises its hand, and the shadows dissipate and disperse, allowing you entrance. You can feel that this shadow, Caspian, is a spell. A spell forged of words of power by the god Woad himself.
I see.
You will
That's
also
a-
notice that on the outside of these pillars, there are etched the symbols of the seven.
Interesting.
7-pointed star within the wheel. Okay, here we go. First, I'm gonna theme. Waiting.
Is it gonna be the shop theme, but like really slowed down and distorted?
Reverb.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
It is not. That is spooky. I thought it was
Oh.
haha funny.
oh, this is giving me the bad chills. In a good way.
That's kind of sick, though.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
One of my favorite themes from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I do not recognize it, for I am young and you are ancient.
That's true. Have you not played Final Fantasy 7?
No. No.
Might have to change that. And also, we're not that separated. You know what Lost Odyssey
Lost
is.
Odyssey is. Yeah, I know what Final Fantasy is. I just don't recognize a lot of the themes.
Yeah.
Few decades.
All I'm hearing right now is a bunch of old people talking. That's all I'm hearing.
Hello. Final
I
Fantasy
did talk with
hello.
Blitzball. Final Fantasy X Blitzball, my tiny child brain enjoyed very much.
You know, real talk, Final Fantasy X was actually not a bad game as long as Tidus wasn't in it.
Yeah, Titus is
Every
He's
moment
certainly a
that he's
guy.
not on screen, I'm actually having a pretty good time. I'll even take Waka. Alright?
Really?
Yeah, Tidus sucks, dude. Orin, or that's his name, Orin, the guy with the his hand in a sling, the really cool guy with the sword, should have been the fucking main character. Hell, I'd even take Lulu at that point. Fucking nonsense, and Yuna's just... God, we've had strong female leads before. Just bring back Terra. Please, put Terra in a mech suit, she'll kill everyone. Anyway. Sorry, no, just...
But then Titus can't laugh really weirdly.
Yeah. What's her name? Riku, the fucking not Yuffie? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Get that shit out of here. Anyway, time to load. Here you go, guys.
Oh.
Ooh.
Nope.
Yeah.
One of these maps.
Mood lighting.
Huh.
Yes.
As the party strides forward, you will see that the shadows in this room darken and twist before the light provided. Before you come to a large door here, the door of which appears to be an etched form of a Wendigo. And within it, you can see the symbol of Own and Woad. And above that, the symbol of the Seven. You will see written in several languages along the along these columns here. The text seems to sprawl and twist, and eventually you do see something written in Elvish. In Elvish, it states, "By our bond, by our promise." Yeah, by our bond, by our promise.
Arcadum.
Yeah?
Venom can see.
It says I have no token.
Do you have a
But you're
token?
here.
Yeah,
You're
it says
right.
I have. Yeah, it says I have none.
Shoot him and drag him on again.
But still black screen.
Well, he hasn't
No.
done it yet.
He hasn't done it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Can you
now
see
I
now?
can see.
There you go.
Yes.
The easy fix.
By our
Impatient
bond.
Venom.
Yeah.
By our bond,
does it-
by our
By a
promise.
promise.
How
That
many
was in.
exposure bars back?
That was in Elvish, the first thing that we saw there.
That was in many languages that we saw that in Elvish.
Yeah. Got quite a few of those.
The Wendigo will approach, place its hand upon the door. And as the door slowly begins to unveil itself, it will turn towards you. Where I am about to take you will be difficult for you to understand. Servant of Woad should be able to keep you safe. But I must go and prepare for your audience. Those that are worthy. You have been permitted to enter the Shadow City, a bastion for those lost during the war against the enemy. There are those with evil hearts that fought against the enemy. They were marooned, lost upon its defeat. Our city became a sanctum for them. I tell you this to explain their plight, and to know that you are guests. Protect yourselves, but judge not. When you are ready, Curiosity sated, and a sufficient amount of time has passed. Come to the Cathedral of Stars. Your audience be tended. And with that, Wendigo turns, walks through the door, dissipating into
As it said. Do not judge. But be careful.
I mean, right.
I will do my best to watch over our journey here. And make sure nobody makes any mistakes.
Real quick, Arcadum, we're in the dream, right?
Correct.
Is Frosty's manifested?
Frossus looks the same as he was before. He is covered in a small cloak. It seems that he does not wish to reveal his presence.
Before he just wouldn't be manifested in the dream.
Here he is.
He ascended, that's why.
I'll kneel down and kind of whisper. Friend, I can unsummon you while we are here, if you wish.
Frossus will nod.
Stay safe. I'll see you on the other side. You'll unsummon Frossus. Crazy Yoda in a cloak following us, no thanks. I just don't want him to see something spooky and start yelling and cause a fucking scene.
Well, I have nothing else to give you but my warning. And, yeah. Even I don't quite, understand this place so well. And a lot of it is old history.
Let's head inside.
But from what I know, those that remain from, well, where lost in the battle, some might have been weak, but others were strong. And here, treat them with respect.
Others.
He will step forward.
Alright. Party steps forward, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix something.
These way.
The DM is loading.
I missed Frossus already.
We might need to talk about your dependency issues in another time, but after this first.
He's literally a piece of me. What dependence? Do you not depend on your hands?
Of course, but they aren't my only tool.
He'll blink. Neither is he. He just has the capacity to speak to me. It's endearing and quite frightening.
And this piece of you, is he in the room with us right now?
No, he's in my head.
I'm glad you're frank about that.
If
We
I
seem to
listen,
think
if I listen in into his thoughts, is he actually there?
Oh God.
I'm just imagining every 5 seconds.
You will hear, yay!
Fane
Yeah.
is currently trying to figure out if Elsie and Simon fucked or if something else traumatized Willie when he came back that time.
Oh god.
Willie hasn't been the same. He's seen some stuff.
I've seen
No,
the
the-
stuff you saw.
Okay, so hopefully this loads. I'm a little worried that it won't, because I put a lot of effects on the board, but we'll see. As you step through to the other side, you will find yourself standing on the parapets of what appears to be a city in shadows. Darkness permeates much of the streets and almost shifting, twisted buildings. Above you, you can see a sky irradiated in multiple colors, swirling and crashing into one another, creating an almost nebula-like tumultuous sky, where the clouds are strings of light. Alright. This will also be a medium zoom map. So. Go. Know when you're loaded.
That was quick.
Loaded.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
good.
loaded. Oh,
Get
Oh.
load.
powerful Ferocious token.
Nonsense.
I unsummoned him and he just appears on the other side
Well,
of the door.
I decided to use it as a party marker, so.
Yeah.
Very good.
But yeah, you guys see the nebula effect here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It should look
Yeah.
like it's mixing.
Whoa.
It looks like it's mixing on my screen. I hope it looks the same over there.
It is.
It
Here,
does.
mostly, yeah. That's some Borealis
Whoa.
type shit.
Whoa.
Very
Man,
cool.
it actually looks really cool on stream. Alright, cool. Good job, me. High
I-
five.
I don't know if this is horrifying or beautiful. I can't decide.
Not fully answering you, but sort of as we step through, Caspian will sort of speak a quick prayer in regards to the circumstance as we enter the city. No one, Lord of Nightmares, Father Fear, hear you servant as I step forward into the shadows. Although cloaked in darkness, fear feels no stranger to me, for it is within shadows that I find your wisdom, your caution, your guiding hand. Yet some of my companions who walk beside me are not quite so attuned. And I humbly ask your blessing, guard their steps, and shield them from the dangers that may lie.
You can feel the shadows around you begin to harden, almost like a protective fog. They shift and coil like tendrils at the edges of the light. All right. So, you're now in the Shadow City, the Mortal Quarter. City is yours to feel free to explore. Just point where
I
you want
guess
to go.
let's just move forward and see what there is.
Yeah, sort of moving forward to see.
Okay.
How does it compare to the City of Glass?
The City of Glass was fragile in its beauty, passing sort of a passing sort of feeling as the glass would reflect the light. Here, light and shadow battle for dominance across the very sky. You can feel the buildings rather than see them. You can touch them and almost inherently become part of them for the brief moment that your fingers dance along the stone. It is an intense feeling of interconnection, as only the dream can provide. As you walk forward, eventually you come across something. Here you will see a small sign that states, "Newcomers welcome." And across it, you will see the following text on a nearby building.
New text.
It does not say that. Okay, I'm typing it.
New text, new people, newcomers welcome.
Everything new.
Shadow Broker.
New shadow.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Interesting.
What language is it written in?
It is written in all sorts of languages. They seem to shift and cycle through.
I don't quite know if that means literally, but it seems to be.
Are you not a shadow broker?
That.
Do I not misunderstand your capacity to interact with ours?
Well, yes, but it could also present a number of different things, as I am not quite certain as to the nature of the entity upkeeping that specific shop.
So why don't we go and take a look?
It's not like we got anything else better to do while we wait for the Wendigo.
I suppose we can look around the city.
It does say
there any-
newcomers welcome.
Are there any other people around? Like what's walking around here?
people?
Or is it just dead, empty?
People? You're not sure.
Fades.
There are shadows and creatures that move beyond sight. A city this large does feel kind of overwhelmingly empty. But you also feel like you're constantly being watched. So, you do not feel alone.
Oh, one question. Since there was a lot of the symbology of the seven while traveling to here. Looking through the shattered eye, is there any presence of the colors within the city itself?
Yes. It's in the sky.
Yes. Okay. That's kind of what I thought.
So, what would
Is
you guys
there
like to do?
Is there a balance in the sky in the colors, or is it like overwhelmingly orange here too?
It does not appear to be overwhelming. It's more like a maelstrom. Like a storm. Constantly shifting.
All at one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we going to the broker?
Sure.
Can take a look, I don't mind.
Yeah, let's go.
The way he said it makes me want to reconsider, but let's just go.
As long as you're not too keen on selling or buying anything, I'm sure it's fine.
Alright. So the party decides to investigate the shadow.
Any rounded individuals?
What's up?
Nah, I made a joke.
Oh.
Hit it. You lost it. Okay. Don't worry.
Well, if he was here, I would have just leave. I ain't dealing with this.
Alright, what do we find?
I'm loading the map, bro.
Oh, another map.
That is
We're getting all the maps today.
this one. All right. As you approach the Shadow Broker, you can see that it is a large stone building that seems to be replete with all sorts of different forms of trade, symbols of such, permeating throughout the walls. Large stained glass windows that seem to depict different religions and representations. It overall seems to be a fairly welcoming place to such a strange degree when compared to the soft threat that the rest of the city seems to put out. Alright, and as you enter, no one near loaded.
Loaded.
I mean,
Yep.
Okay. While the building is impressive on the outside, the inside looks more like a, hastily cleaned hoarder's house. You can see stacks upon stacks of parchment on the sides, lifted up and pressed out of sight, but not clean in any sort of way. Parchments, books, tomes, ledgers, coins also glitter in the back, shined by the dim light. As you enter, you will hear the sound of what sounds like to be several bones breaking. And you will overhear the following voice. Oh! Mortals. My. Did not expect such things. Well, one moment. Let me turn on the lights. You will hear several sounds of clapping hands. And as the light brightens the room, a figure in the shadows is made manifest. Or is revealed, sorry. You see this creature.
What in the mano samano?
That is what you see.
Michael Jackson leaning.
Nice.
Alright, the creature before you appears to be a almost giant of a person, with a amalgam of limbs out of their back, pointing and gesturing and counting and writing and doing all sorts of different things. One of the hands will point forward and beckon. Come closer, come closer. No need to be afraid, little mortals. I assure you, you are quite safe here. Addendum, mostly.
Right.
Fane will nod. Looking at the amalgam of limbs coming out of their back, is there any sporting markings or tattoos of any kind?
There sure are. But they are from cultures you do not recognize. Ah, that's better, that's better. They call me the Shadow Broker. Mayonnaise is my name. But you may call me Ma, if you'd like, or Nice, if you prefer. I like to think I am. 12 hands will slap one of the creature's knees.
Oh my god.
Well,
I may not.
greetings. We are guests to this place. I am Caspian, servant of Woad, and these here are my allies.
Ah, that would explain why mortals were able to get inside. Priest of Woad, you say? Well, that means you get a special little discount. You will see one of the hands goes reaching into the toga that the creature is wearing, and then will produce what appears to be 2 small bars of edible materials. Snacks just for you, mortals. I know how you enjoy all of that nutrients.
What is this?
Oh, they're a interesting little thing that, well, let's just say that they are packed with potent nutrients. Anything for a nice growing mortal, yes?
Does she hand them out to each of us, or?
It, whatever it is, holds it out towards Caspian. Go on.
He will step
have a little
forward
snack.
and reach out and receive it.
As you take it from the creature, you will hear tiny little claps as several of its hand pairs are clapping. Oh, very good, very good. I do ever so love getting snacks. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Well, other than all my other pastimes. Anyway.
And what is it? What is it that you do in your pastimes?
Pastimes? I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh.
But anyway, I should probably explain my purpose, and also what services I can provide, if you'd like to hear them. Of course. Well, why wouldn't you? Why would you have come in here if you didn't want to hear? That doesn't make any sense. Unless you already were here. No, you're mortal. You're not dead. Are you? No.
Kinda.
Of course not. Wait.
Only once.
Yeah, only once.
Got better.
Oh, that would explain the shadow across you. Oh, and here I thought. Okay. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so, I am a shadow broker. What does that mean? An excellent question, mortal. Thank you for asking. A shadow broker, well, you see, I am in procurements, acquisitions, deferments, and, of course, wondrous translation. I essentially serve as a third party. Not only am I able to ensure that your will is transferable into other currencies that are usable in the waking realm, but I also provide advice and access to the various markets of which you might search. True, you could go to those individuals yourself, and stake out a claim or price if that is what you wish. And true, you wouldn't have to pay my finder's fee for such a thing, but you should know that I, as a shadow broker, am able to provide a myriad of services. Not only can I provide these services without you needing to take any risk to yourself, but you'll also find that my fee is quite reasonable.
How much then?
Oh, it depends on the task, dear sir.
I see.
Perhaps examples should be given. Yes, very good. Good idea. Yes, very good. Thank you. Oh, please. Oh, you're too kind. It will complement itself. Therefore, let's begin with this. So, in your realm, do you use... You will see several notes being opened and books being opened and some of the fingers pointing and tapping. Gold? Yes, coins? Spheres? Discs?
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah,
very good. You
gold.
do not... So not jade or diamonds. Or what? No, that is not Faye. No, obviously, she is demonically touched. So no hugs. You'll hear the sound of a quill marking out something on a piece of parchment.
She crosses her arms.
Let us say that you wanted to exchange some of your will for gold. Well, such an exchange I would procure with a small cut in that representative. So, let us say that your will, is worth 1,000 gold pieces. I would take 100. 10% is the going rate for any shadow broker, but perhaps for the servant of Woad I could be convinced for 8%. But I'll go no further than that. I cannot be broken. I cannot be swindled. But you may, of course, try. I always enjoy a good conversation. I don't speak to a lot of people. I'm sorry, I made myself laugh.
So you exchange currency, and you...
That is one of my services.
And you can search for specific items that one might need?
Oh, yes. Or perhaps put you in touch with the appropriate seller, if you prefer to deal with them yourself.
You search this city, or... Where?
Oh,
not
just the Shadow City. I also have other contacts in other planes of existence. I have a contact in most of the elemental planes, except air. Those fucking airheads. Let me tell you something. You don't want to buy anything from them anyway. They will swindle you at a moment's notice. Breezy, cloud-filled dreams wandering about with their loose-fitting clothing and their staunch bodies on display. The point is, you don't need anything from the Air Kingdoms. You don't need anything. But I also have some contacts for those that would like to procure something from the more fiendish variety. I have a contact in Abaddon. I have a contact in the Hells. I don't have one in the Abyss. He was eaten, I believe, or fornicated to death. I don't remember which one it was.
Nice.
I also have one contact in Elysium, whom I will tell you always charges a premium because they're good. Isn't that something? Good people always costing everyone more time and effort just so that they could virtue signal. It's the last thing I really need. But anyway, the point is, I have several contacts.
Let's see. Do you have one in Corvinus?
You'll hear more tapping and pages turning and... Oh, you mean the mortal realm, the waking realm. Oh, I have plenty of contacts in the waking realm.
Like?
Well, I can't reveal their identities to you.
Can I be your contact? Winky face.
Oh? Merchant, are you?
Yes.
What kind of merchant?
Guild merchant.
Very well. Of what guild?
I sell. Landers Enterprise.
I have not heard of it.
It's a very underground business.
And your product, service?
I have some if you want. It's gonna give you a little taste of puppy.
Ah! I see. Physical drugs. I have no need for such a contact. I have superior ones in that field. But I thank you for the offer.
But we have more, actually.
More what?
Whatever you need. We might get it.
I sincerely doubt it.
Are you?
Just amuse him. Tell him what you would need.
Oh, very well. Very well. What do I need? You will hear tapping sounds and ledgers checking. Well, I recently had a shipment of some very important skulls. They never made it. Therefore, I would say skulls. About 600 or so.
Skulls, I see.
Do you have 600 skulls?
Not right now, but
Well then.
I know a place.
Well then, contact me whenever you can. And then if you prove yourself to be a successful procurer, perhaps I will add you to my contact list. Now, business aside, we have other business to attend to. These are the things in which I can provide. Does any of it interest you?
Yes.
How about crafting materials? Even services?
Crafting materials and services would be more difficult to procure. That almost assuredly requires your direct involvement. I can, of course, introduce you to plenty of craftsmen across the entirety of the Shadow City.
Yeah. Well, we kinda just arrived, so a little overview would probably be good. But maybe a bit later.
I would like to get introduced to a craftsman also.
Very good, very good. I know most people within the Shadow City worth knowing. I can make any introductions that you need, or at least give you the advice on how to speak to them.
What is the most common language in this city?
It is the language you're speaking now. The entirety of the city is covered in a spell cast by Lord Owen, allowing you to speak to any of the denizens. I myself am speaking deep speech right now, but you're probably hearing it as whatever common language that you have.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
That does make it a lot easier, indeed.
If you know the fun part is that if you know the password, you can actually turn it off. Watch. Diomos. See? Isn't that fun?
Slade starts laughing and he turns around as to not be rude.
Quite, yes.
So
Here. Watch. Go ahead. You speak, follower of Woad. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, now you're speaking. Wontindin.
No mitä? En mä ihan ymmärrä nyt.
The Shadow Broker will point at Caspian.
Joo, mitä? Huh?
And then it'll go, Muzenaga. See, it's back!
Oh,
Isn't that fun?
oh. That's quite the different thing.
Oh, can't see. And can't say
Are you,
I have
are you
experienced
okay
before.
over there? Are you okay over there, Shamber?
I caught me off guard. I was laughing.
Jesus.
I'm good.
That's quite the curious thing.
You could ask about your tattoos. Surely somebody knows.
What was it the Wendigo called it? Taladani? Do you have a contact that knows things about that language or people, I suppose?
Oh, the Taladani, those silly wizards, always up to so many bad, naughty things they are. Oh, we know all the spells, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I've had quite a few negative interactions with them. I'm sure they're fine people, but the last one that I met wouldn't shut up about going on and on and on. All he wanted to do was build golems, right? And I far be it from me to interfere with any sort of wizard's mad grab for power. I think it's all perfectly reasonable. But then he started to describe that the reason he was designing the golems so that he could have intercourse with them. Isn't that ridiculous? Nothing can come of that. Or, I guess one would. And then you will see 12 hands slap one of the knees on the creature's body.
Can you describe me how those golem look?
Please.
Please don't.
Please no. Please
No,
don't.
there's no.
Big
Fine.
ones, small ones.
No.
some as big as-
No.
Well, I can't really tell you how they looked. I never actually saw them. I only saw pieces. Although, it did seem to be bottom heavy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting.
But you can't build any house without a good foundation. 12 hands will slap another knee.
Yeah.
Well, seems like your people of origin were a bit weird. Or at least some of them.
They're
Please.
not our people of origin. It is just the race of he who put the shit in my skin.
Well, yes.
Defecating in your skin can lead to sepsis.
She's
I
right.
did not mean that literally.
Oh.
I suppose to
Apologies. We
Be-
take things literally around here.
a Taladani contact or one that knows more of magic akin to these tattoos. Inscribed on a person, I suppose.
Oh, I see. So they defecated on your tattoo needles and then stabbed you with it?
Not. There was no feces involved, at least
Oh,
to
I
my
see.
knowledge. nor do I want
Apologies.
to
I
know.
was trying to see it to what part was not literal.
Does seem like
I
the
am-
spell translation is missing a few pieces.
Well, the spell isn't perfect. Sometimes it just slips just like that.
Either way, they are of druidic nature in some regard, though. As how was it stated? False variety. In
False
So-
face.
Well,
But please do not put me in contact with one who wants to fuck their golems.
oh, I wasn't inferring to. I was just pointing out that is the reason why I don't really. I've had some bad experiences. I suppose I could find one if you really wanted to. I will be truthful. There is a mage quarter. Perhaps you could speak with them. Or not really a quarter. It's more of a street. This is the mortal quarter, you see. Those of mortal kin are placed here, rather than having unfettered access to the places of the immortals. Immortals, of course, being those of, like, wraiths and other such beings, and... Well, it's more for the mortals' their sake to not have them be eaten and killed.
That would be quite unpleasant, wouldn't it?
Actually, I've seen quite a few go there, with the expressed point as to reach a deathly sort of climax, I believe. I don't really understand it on the account of... I don't really have to tell you, but from what I've heard,
Necromancers.
yes, it's quite ridiculous. Imagine going so far for a bone. 12 hands
I've
will
heard of
slap
some
the knee.
people getting anointed. I've heard of some people getting anointed and then having intercourse, but I think that might just be to get the living, get the hell fucked out of
Anointed? You mean with oils? That makes sense.
Yes.
Why do I have a feeling that is something you've seen in the Pale City? No, I don't really want to think about it any further.
Pale City.
I wouldn't.
Was that the name of a city of where you're from?
Luckily,
Yeah.
no.
What an unimaginative name, a Pale City.
Yeah,
Terrible.
dumb name.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
stupid.
It is a terrible city.
Couldn't you have named it something worth naming? Why call it something pale? Imagine describing your city in a color and then saying, "Oh, that's the name of the city." So simplistic.
Pale, boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a terribly dull city. Although there has been some developments that have made it a little bit more lively,
It's a,
allegedly.
my honest opinion, the entire continent is terribly dull.
Yes.
It's quite-
Well, anyway, I won't take up any more of your time. Is there anything else that you need? If not, I do need to keep this stall open in case some customers come in.
I think we'll be back later.
I look forward to it. I must say, you're certainly better than the last batch of mortals I had to deal with previously. I can tell you this. They just kept screaming the whole time.
I don't really understand why.
Well, probably
I guess
because
not
they
that
were
common
missing
on
their
the mortal
skeletons.
plane. Yeah, that could also be a reason.
Oh, that.
They wanted to learn skin scent, so I taught it to them.
What is skin? Never mind.
They don't want to know.
That is-
Do
You
not.
send your skin? Yes?
Nothing else.
Is that this circumcision the church does?
No.
You know what? How about we don't go deeper into this skin scent? And we
Isn't
just
it
leave.
rare?
He looks suspicious at Wilhelm and then shrugs.
Sounds like somebody with previous
Don't worry.
experience.
Skin scent is only skin deep. Slap, 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 slap.
I
We
wouldn't
can
know, but I believe it's a magical spell, Fane, not what are you thinking
Oh,
about.
very well. Goodbye, mortals. I look forward to seeing you again.
Yes,
He'll wave
we
goodbye
will
with both hands.
most likely
Yeah.
return.
Yeah, we'll probably be back later.
Very good.
As everyone's leaving, Elsie's gonna just stick by and try not to get noticed. Just ask a question real quick. If you had one thing you could recommend to anyone who's passing through with will to expend, what would you recommend?
What would I recommend? Well, truth be told, as the creature will kind of wriggle conspiratorially. I don't know what that looks like, don't ask me.
Wait, you had to say that. Like, it wasn't weird and suddenly...
I think getting your fortune read by the Raven Man might be the best. Ooh, what a delightful fellow he is. Soothsayer of the highest order. Can see into your future, reveal what is yet to happen, answer most questions, and his prices are very reasonable. He's also quite handsome. If I was an entity of a couple thousand years younger, I'd go over there and see just how much rave is in that man, if you know what I'm saying.
Elsie blinks and then nods. Raven Man, fortune teller. I appreciate the tip.
I bet you do.
I'm sure.
24 hands, slap
Appreciate
2
more than
knees.
I usually appreciate more than the tip, and you just see Elsie clapping 2 hands together because that's all she has. And then try to take up more of your time. I believe we should be back later.
So long!
Give her a respectful bow and then turn to leave, trying to mask her footsteps.
Nice mortals. I probably should have told them about the curse.
Why would
no.
one want to fuck a golem?
I
A strange thing.
Why would
I don't know.
one
Why
wanna
would you mention the feces on your skin?
Why would one want to send their skin?
don't quite
Yeah.
understand.
They said there was a mage quarter, but we didn't ask for directions. So,
Shouldn't be too
Yeah,
hard
we-
to find.
Yeah, we didn't even ask for the direction of the craftsman.
It's
No,
Be right
Fine.
back.
we're gonna go around anyways.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I love
he's
how
piss
everybody
sending.
just.
She's sending.
I love how
Oops.
everybody just had the same idea as the last joke. Everybody just turned around and left.
Yep. Still, that has left me with more questions than answers. A broker that can pull things from other places, yet the material worth lies in mages and craftsmen still.
Well, I assume it's more so that they can either get things done or easier here, or that they can get things done easy on their home plane. The dream is complicated. The way things manifest here are different, and if one isn't attuned to it in some facet, you wouldn't be able to interact with it.
Maybe I should learn Find Familiar here.
I assure you that
Surely,
actually,
only great
I
things
think-
can be summoned here, right?
honestly, anything you would summon here would fit you more than anything you would summon on Corvinus, but I don't know if in the unlucky circumstance that is something that draws heavily on mana, it might be too exposure rich.
They nods, sharing the same thought.
You both are no fun.
I mean, you may do it, but you could end up in a contract with a creature that you could never utilize, never speak to outside of an extra voice in your head. Do what you will. It is just concerning the nature of the weight of exchange here.
They
Just
do
need
believe this
600
place.
schools.
I do believe this place is quite useful for exchange and such, though. And honestly, we can probably get things here that you could never imagine getting on Corvinus, but they will always be the small price. Though I doubt any of you will have the chance to re-enter in your lives, so you may as well spend the will.
I could
Yeah,
offer my physical strength. I finally got it back. I realize I don't need it.
I'm sure.
Surely you don't want to lose it again instantly.
Meh. I kind
I'm
of
sure.
being without.
Yes, I'm sure somebody would be willing to take it off your hands, but I don't know if that is really something you're interested in. It seemed quite unpleasant.
We'll see.
What are you looking for exactly, Mazekeen? And the crafter.
Well, mostly materials, I guess. Something that can't be found in the mortal plane. And while we're already here, might as
Isn't
well
it-
get something that is not so easily accessible.
Shouldn't
That's
it be
indeed
better-
true.
Shouldn't it be better than to just forge it here, since taking a material that no one knows about wouldn't be productive, because no one will know how to forge it.
Well, of course, I would want a crafter with the material.
Ah,
It just depends on the price. If you were locked to just a material and no will or capacity to craft it, gems do you well. You could cut them yourself, slot them.
I can get some sweet Wendigo's blood.
I don't think it tasted all that sweet, to be honest.
For the receipt. It's for the tea. I want to make it.
The price of the ingredients might vary, but will is something that has a bit of value to it, so we'll see. Though
we
if we
just
do
keep walking
see,
around.
if we see something worthwhile picking up, I suppose there's no harm in taking it, buying it, but I'm not even quite sure myself what I would be looking for here.
I was just thinking about getting some better equipment. That is always useful.
I was sort of in a similar vein, though I'm not entirely sure. Equipment, knowledge, magic. We'll see.
Possibly changes to the body if we're daring enough.
That is what I am pursuing. If I can find one that knows of Taladani, And one that is experienced in, I suppose, body alterations. The green oath embedded in my skin may be shifted, and changed, opened. It is a enhancer as much as a limiter.
I'm sure the text could be altered. Maybe it has different effect.
By the way, we really haven't had a chance to ask you, but are you okay? Learning that all your faith has been just false must have been a big blow.
You would think so, but it is more culture than faith to me. It is right and in our nature to care for the natural things. It is not in service to a... Welcome back. It is not in service to a deity that I fulfill my purpose in the way that I do. It is because it is right. If the structure I stand upon was built under false pretenses, it does not change the fact I am standing upon it. It may be false, and if I can alter it to better suit our needs, I will. But it is less faith, more purpose.
He will not.
So, which way are we going?
I mean, we may continue forward, I suppose, and if this battle leads to nowhere, then we just turn around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where are we going?
Yeah.
What?
North or west? North?
North.
Yeah?
North.
No. Actually, the left. The left.
No.
What?
Remember,
Right,
guys.
left?
No.
Left.
Oh, yeah, right, left.
Oh, sorry.
Left.
Oh, true.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Always
left.
left.
Must go left.
Always.
Always
Always
the
left. Yeah, I forgot. My bad.
Alrighty. And here you come to a really fucking cool place. It doesn't say that.
I like to imagine as we look upon the signage that it says new text in a bunch of languages before translating into one we can understand.
New text. New text.
The memory market.
Oh.
Okay,
You
so
can get some RAM.
yes.
as you walk through here, you can see that there are several stalls with all sorts of strange-looking creatures move about them. They look like shadows, they look like aliens, they look like monsters. And as you walk through them, you will see that several different pieces of memories are for sale. Final stand at the Great Bridge. Loving father is sent away. Things like that. And as you start to walk through the memory market, you can feel all of the different pieces of these memories shift and change. And you can feel your own memories become heavy and leaden, as if you could grasp and take them. Okay, so now I can explain what this place mechanically is. The memory market allows you to trade character features for other features.
No.
Meaning that you could do something like trade a feat for another feat. Or trade a class feature for another class feature. Or trade a racial feature for another racial feature. So on and so forth.
Oh my god.
My god.
In the case of class feature, if we trade a prestige class feature, for example, does it have to be a prestige class feature of equivalent level?
Yes.
Okay, so it's always sort of
You
one-to-one.
You can always trade down, you cannot trade up, and trading at all costs will.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh,
So can we
God.
like browse if we have an idea,
Yeah.
or
I'm opening the wiki right now. Looking at a lot of stuff.
God.
So, a couple of things that I should point out. There are some classes that can already do this, such as Dark Witness, Obituator, and I think there's one other one. Those class abilities that let you do that cannot be selected.
You can't cheese it by getting a modular one. That's, you know what, fair, you know?
fair enough.
Guys, what if we all trade for extra ally slots?
What the fuck?
You could
Wait
do
a
that.
second. Wait a second. I never used you.
I am
wait a
not. I
second.
am not sure you could afford that, but by all means.
That's a lot of goons.
I'm guessing the higher the level of the ability we're gonna trade, the more it costs, right?
Oh.
You can trade down. You cannot trade up, and trading at all costs will.
Okay. Okay, so
So I could.
Wait, can I get grid smiles?
yes, if you want to trade your 9th level ability for it, sure.
Yeah.
Just a clarification on trading prestige class ability. Does it have to have something we are able to do? For example, I wouldn't be able to pick anything that requires, say, the ability to cast magic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it gives you if it augments something you can't do, then it's useless to you unless you can get the other thing.
What about feats?
What about them?
Can you just exchange any feat? Because I have the 2 demonic feats, right?
As long as they are
Does it-
of equivalent or lower value, you cannot trade up. You can only trade down or trade equal.
So if I would be looking for other demonic feats, would you just give me a list and I can choose, or how does it work? Or do I have to already know them?
You have to generally know what you're looking for. But that doesn't mean you can't find them. I just have to roll random chance.
Oh, this is there's so many possibilities.
Yeah, I think we go back to this next session because this is a.
The memory market is a
We're
pretty
gonna-
huge deal, so I don't blame you.
Yeah,
There's so much.
there's so much.
Huge.
Fucking much. Yeah, so there's like a billion things, and like
Bro,
you said, you can play racial shit, for example.
It's okay. I would suggest you don't spend anything now because everything here costs will. And
Yeah.
you should probably learn all the possibilities first.
Yeah, see
Yeah.
the menu before doing things.
Yeah.
I assume the
Yeah.
answer is yes. But for example, racially, can I trade branded elf for just other elf racial features or any other racial feature?
Any.
Ooh.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
shit!
Mhm.
So I can take branded elf and go get a human fucking stat benefit. That is
By trading the equivalent value.
yeah. Oh my god.
Wait, you're cooking,
That
dog.
is-
You're cooking.
That is this shit's crazy.
Oh,
Could get
yes.
a-
Bro, a fucking paladin with accent surge? Jesus.
Alright, let's
Okay.
you
Let's
you
cycle,
go,
let's
right?
cycle.
Let's
cycle.
look around and we'll get back to this next week because we're going to Frankenstein the shit. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and Frankenstein the shit out
Oh.
of this.
Bro, I got a week off of college. I'm not doing anything besides this for the next week.
He's still like laughing for a week. It's okay.
One more question though. If you randomly roll for something, does it already cost will? Or
No. Now randomly roll to see if
you can
find
you
it.
can look at what you find and then decide if that's something you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
To get like tiny bit of clarity on this before we move on, I assume when you say of equal value, and you trade something like racial feature, like you would trade
Equivalent
equal value.
Equivalent value is determined by the slot it takes up, the power budget it takes up, the level it is, and whether or not I think it is equivalent value.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
DM discretion is on everything.
Thumbs up.
So, for example, most of the power budget in Guild Merchant is focused on its extra ally slots. So, if you trade a smaller passive ability of 1 prestige class for the extra ally slot, that will not be sufficient. So, essentially, just to full disclosure, if you try to, as you said, Frankenstein together some powerful shit, understand that I'm probably not going to let silly things slide, like giving up a passive that you'd never use for an extra ally slot, which or for a mystic apotheosis. You know?
Oh god. Yeah, it's a reasonable exchange.
Yeah.
Not
Understand.
not
I can
scratched,
always
like
thumbs down. So just
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Yeah,
But it is essentially the mechanical reason for this is that it represents the story reason of that you can take in the memories of other people in the like magical sense of those experiences. And it's a way to make unique class features. So or unique setups. So
Unique combos.
Okay. Okay.
I
Could
have
you-
like 7 things
Could you
in
roll
mind.
something up for me then? The random reroll. The demonic feats.
You want me to do that now?
Yeah, that's why I can consider it. If I already know what's there to find.
It'll take me some time.
Oh, okay, then we do it later.
Okay. Just type
Then
out what
let's
you're looking
continue
for. If
first.
it's looking for demon feats, I can do that. It's fine.
Yeah,
But
something.
I'll have to
in
translate them from Pathfinder though. So
Yeah, something in exchange for Dark Eyes.
Arcadum.
yeah.
Would you allow changing Loan Shark for Red Smiles?
I thought you guys were gonna do this later.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
Yeah.
later.
This sounds an awful lot like you're not doing this later right now.
No,
We-
it's just no.
We
Yes or no?
continue.
Because that's 9 for 9. The will cost would be the balancing factor, and we should know what else we can spend will on before
Yeah.
we.
Yeah, let's go through everything first and then decide what we're gonna spend will on.
Because then we can make a list and give it to Arcadum, and he can
Yep.
Many options.
adjudicate. Because I got some crazy shit in mind.
I was asking if it was allowed. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
answer.
yeah, we can go, we can
No,
go,
no, no,
okay.
no. I can answer it. The answer is you are going to have to play quite the difference in will, because Loan Shark is a substantially weaker ability than Red Smiles, because your power budget as a guild merchant is in your beginning abilities. So, no. Negative.
All right, thank you.
At least, I mean, you could do it, but you're gonna have to pay will for it, probably a lot. So, but anyway, so as the party sort of walks through the memory market, seeing all the wonders there on display, as you get through to this side, you find yourself in a large central square, complete with all sorts of interesting buildings. Give me a moment while I list them out for you.
Man.
New text.
You know, getting bullied by Mytheria for 5 straight sessions, so worth it. So worth it. Getting my HP reduced to 24, so worth it.
I mean, come on, that wasn't even permanent.
Yeah, but like you know, it's the honor on it. It's the
scars on his
principle.
mind.
Yeah, it's the
permanent.
principle. It's the principle.
That place is crazy. And that's the first thing we saw.
Yup.
Except for the broker, who's just kind of like, give me your request and I will find it. so you don't get fucked by crazy demons, evil people,
Or people with golems.
or become a
This-
golem.
Wait, this seems crazy.
Yeah. I agree. I also looked at that and went,
Yeah,
"Fuck
I'm
you."
like, what?
And then I realized Fane has no idea what the fuck that means, so
Yep.
I'll go.
The only one that would
fellas.
even have a chance to have an idea is Caspian.
Fellows. Place is so strange.
Give me a second. Reading.
You're good.
Mm-hmm.
Trading memories is a odd thing.
This strange concept. One that will definitely be quite fundamentally altering.
Memorable.
I disagree, right? It would be not memorable, in fact.
Well, it really depends. If you lose something but you gain something, so I would say it's neutral, right?
I suppose. But I could remove my brand. Be free again.
Certainly.
What would you want to get in exchange?
That which is suppressed by the brand. The freedom of my people. It would be enough to be under its... out from under its suppression.
I mean, once we look around, and if you believe that it's worth the price you need to exchange for it, then I see nothing wrong with that. Your will is your own to spend, as you already know.
Okay. I have all the places marked now.
Right. Oh god.
Yeah.
I zoomed out and read one of them and shit myself slightly.
Yeah, the tavern sounds pretty good.
The Edging Madness Tavern.
Edge of Madness, not the other thing.
Oh.
Come on.
Sure.
I
Don't
mean,
think something
you
locked
read
in
what you look for, I see.
Black and high.
Okay.
Well, there's a few places here. Last Stand Arms and Othello's Iron seems like crafters. Wilhelm, you and Mazekeen seemed interested in such things.
Indeed.
Since we're all here, let's do the tour of all of them.
If you
Yeah,
wish.
fair enough.
I do not mind.
Winds of Wrath
Left to
first.
right or right to left?
Wilhelm seems
Left.
like left,
Always
always left.
Remember, it's our golden rule.
Mm-hmm.
Winds of Wrath is this? Let's see what it is.
Please. It is this one. Yes. Oop. Let me make it a little prettier. This theme's so good.
Very
Yep.
fitting. Oh, looking high.
Ain't nothing but I can't stop myself. It's Martism.
Okay. And transferring you guys here. Thus, you enter the establishment called Winds of Wrath. Bum, 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 bum.
So Winds of Wrath, the board wipe that destroys non-enchanted creatures.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of which, Shamber, I have a new deck I've been working on. I want to show you.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Gonna tear the heads off of the people in my LGS. Okay. Here we go. Let me know when you were loaded.
I'm loaded.
I'm here.
I'm here.
So you guys see all the lighting effects, right? Like I tried to make the shadows like darker on the sides in this one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying to up my production value.
My
The only
god.
thing I noticed was that this looks like a frog. Like if we're looking
does.
down at a frog, there's
Oh
like
my god.
legs.
Actually,
Or-
Or
Or
two
two-
faces about to kiss.
Two froggy faces.
I feel
look
like
at
you
those.
two are on different vibes. I see a frog. I see a frog kissing. Wait, oh my
It's like
God.
someone's
I
stopping
see a
with a
dude fucking a
hypodermic
golem.
knife.
Wait a minute.
wait, I see
No.
a spider. I see a spider here for some reason.
First.
And then along came a spider. Sat down beside you.
It's
All
snagged
right.
his ribcage.
And
Mhm.
as you enter, you will see this man standing in the midst of the...
Ah.
Oh. Wait, why is he so cool?
Edgy.
It
Head.
looks like his skin is very itchy. How many feathers can't be good for you?
As you enter, he will look up, and then he will give a bow. Welcome. Salutations and good morrow. Welcome to the Winds of Wrath. Tell me, friends, do you seek to have the currents of your winds changed?
Yes.
What?
Wayne will shake his head and step back.
Come forward
What
into
does-
my parlor and find what the winds have found for you.
What does that even mean?
Ah, I see. Not one for poetry. Very well. I shall give a more practical explanation. In this place, you will find moments in time captured within my parlor. And within them, you will find the concentrated essence of that moment. The winds of wrath represent those that can seize those moments and make of themselves all the greater. Above table, so at the Winds of Wrath, you can have your fortune read by the Raven Man. But what it actually means is that you can choose from one of the several bonus encounters that I have constructed. Each one of them bears not only a traditional reward, but also titles.
That was not what I expected this to be.
Hmm.
It's
Some
interesting.
interest.
We should give him his book.
Yeah,
Yes.
you should probably
Yeah.
get the book.
Actually, that's a good thing to remember that we have that, and if we don't want to keep it, this might be a good place to maybe offload it. Not specifically here, but maybe another place.
Mhm. Yeah, Fane vividly remembers the clowns and wants none of this.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean,
Well,
I mean,
It's an
okay.
option,
I mean, you
but-
guys can just leave. It's fine.
I'm just pondering.
I mean, two people said they were interested in this place, so I'm just kind of waiting for them to do
Yeah.
the thing.
Also, didn't we? Yeah, like we can also just like circle around like we said.
So we can get the book.
We don't need to give it to this guy. I mean, I'm not even sure.
Hey, you, Raven guy. May you be interested in a book?
That depends on the tone.
It's a quite interesting book.
Who's calling it? Is it Fane or is it
I don't have it. I will have to sell it.
I think
is it me or you?
Caspian. It's
Ah,
Caspian. I didn't have the strength to carry the like fucking.
I
15
see.
book.
yeah, and you didn't want to give it to me for some reason.
Didn't want to give it to Maze. It definitely wasn't given to Simon, who
Yeah.
immediately said, "Damn, that's worth a lot of money."
Yeah, I can. I mean, I suppose I can show it. Yeah, we have a curious little tome. He will reach into his backpack and shuffle around it as it's been sitting there for months now at the bottom, and he will eventually pull out the iron trials. I believe this is what Simon was referring to.
Ferryman will approach to inspect the book.
Please take a closer look.
As he takes a look, you will see that his eyes begin to sparkle slightly, and he will say, "Most interesting. Moments in time captured. You have not utilized this tome.
No.
No.
Why ever
We
not?"
had no...
We're busy.
We've had a lot of things on our mind, and there seems to be quite the trials in the tome, so we've been dealing with our own problems before taking on any additional ones.
I see. Well, it does have some value. Perhaps I could even peruse the moments myself. I could make an offer for it if you'd like.
Yes.
We'll
We
hear
can
it
hear
out,
you.
yes.
I will offer you 2 will.
Hmm. What about 3?
Done.
It's a quite... Alright.
Hold on, Simon.
Uh,
The tome itself contains, as I remember it, 5 trials, yes. Though I do admit that they have no reward those that are not willing to partake them.
Yes, I know.
He's more so speaking out loud before he looks to everyone. We could technically just sell it, but we've not heard from anyone else on its value currently. I didn't know if it is a wise decision to offload it immediately, without knowing if there are others perhaps interested in it.
The Raven Man will cross his arms. Ah, yes, bartering. Well, considering that I am the only proprietor of the very thing that you are looking to sell, the price of such things is determined by my knowledge of its value. Anyone else that you take it to will simply come to me and ask how much its value is.
That's right, Caspian. Don't be greedy.
And so you believe the value, at least to the extent that you could extract from it for your own purpose to be free will?
What I intend to do with it is my business. You have made an offer, and I have accepted it.
Simon's offer a hand.
Well, do you have the tome?
He does not.
Yeah.
I mean, it is not. I'm sort of
Come
waiting
on,
for
Caspian.
fucking Fane. I'm sort of waiting for Shamber here.
Well, he's not the merchant here. We both are.
I mean, yes, I'm a merchant.
You're a grown
but
man,
I'm-
Caspian. You can make your
I'm
own
also-
decisions.
Yes, but I don't like to make decisions on
On a
But we
whim.
are the specialists.
a whim, and I do not like to make decisions on objects that we have acquired by working together without everybody's consent on it.
You don't trust your own will to sell it.
He more or less doesn't trust you
Yes,
Yes,
thank you.
you
to
did
make a
this.
good judgment of the worth of something.
The Raven Man will raise his hand and simply say, "It would seem that you have much discussion to have with your companions. Perhaps come to me when you are ready to make decisions. Yes?
Yes, we wouldn't want to
That's
waste your time.
Do any of these paths,
unnecessarily.
as he gestures, do any of these moments interest you? I can make a big list, go through it.
That sounds good. I was going to ask him how much he even charges for something.
It's dependent on the moment, because their
I see.
rewards are scaled. Do you guys even want me to make a list?
Sure. It's good to know when we can even pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Keep it low if it makes it easier.
I only
Yeah.
ask because, the book's been there, unused, the whole time, so...
Yeah.
But guys, what if we need it in the final boss fight? We need to hoard them until then.
It's not. I'm thinking about like if we want something and we don't have enough will, maybe taking like one trial or something like that can give us more will to buy even
Or the,
more
or the other
stuff.
way around, where if you really want to buy something, you can sell the book if you don't have enough. Otherwise, keep
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, like we can, like there's a lot of stuff we can do with this. Like I'm of the mind that we do not commit to a decision until we know every single thing, and then we can discuss. But that's just me.
Also, I think none of us really have any grasp on how much is like 3 will in worth, right?
Yeah.
So we
Well,
could technically go ask the broker to give a rate, because I think we didn't do that either. Or she did say a will is 1,000 gold, right?
Did say it as an example though, but I don't think that was a per accurate estimate.
You're certainly not experiencing certain things. But yes, we can go ask.
We should check out the other places first.
Mm-hmm.
Me, just like Fane, I think I was not really any more interest in having my past, present, and future read again.
You guys.
I mean, if there's no demand for the book, the cost is 0.
Yes, of course, when there is nobody else to set the price, then that would be reasonable, but we can
But
always consider these things once we make our rounds and discuss this with everybody.
Out of curiosity, can any of the encounters be non-combat, or are they all focused around combat?
They are combat encounters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all combat.
How hard can they be? Come on.
I imagine something can be pretty hard.
Nah.
Depends on how much you trust in us.
Raven, man.
Yes.
Such moments that you could offer. The benefits of such are contingent on us experiencing or completing them, correct?
Yes.
Are there the prices of them? Could enough will be offered that the experience is completed easier? Or are they all contingent on the actual active experience of them?
They are contingent upon your experience of them. That is where their potency lies. To attempt to complete them, I suppose unfairly, in regards to the point in time, or with too much external stimuli, it would cause the experience to be disrupted. The reward lessened. Perhaps even to nothing at all.
Fane will not.
Out of character? No.
Yeah, I figured, but you know.
So, also, in addition to that, you have to complete the combat challenge, and you cannot. Death in these combat challenges isn't isn't permanent or true death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just fail the encounter.
Such offers and/or agreement for the tome are contingent on our knowledge of the worth of will. I suppose we should understand better this place before hastily making an agreement.
As you wish.
Hmm.
Well,
He'll
off
turn
we
to
go
the
then.
party. We should return here regardless before our audience.
Yes.
It is certainly interesting, the rewards that could be gleaned from experiences outside our own. As we saw the potential of such in the memory market. This may require extra steps as opposed to an equivalent exchange, but a valuable one nonetheless. Ravenman, is there, as you can view such things, this group, with the exception of the halfling, Wilhelm, encountered a traveling carnival who offered similar readings. It seems we are anchored to those results, as I believe not all have come to pass yet. Is there information you can give on the carnival and the fates they have assigned to us?
I sense upon you the harrowing, those called by the Harlequins. I deal not in fate, I deal in moments. Twisting threads that are braided amongst you is a path yet to be determined. It is mortal kin and mortal kind. Resist the flows, the rivers of fate. Swim against the current. Nothing is certain.
He'll nod. These moments that you deal in, are they tied to our homes and continent, or are they elaborate?
They are from those that have come before, stretched across its multitude. Especially for those that have been proven worthy by the prism's design. You may yet still walk those paths that your predecessors have left behind, should you so choose.
Do you have moments of the group of 7 that posted the name of Janice Mytheria Trueheart among them?
I shall search. But truth be told, their names are not as important as the moment that they were forged.
I'll nod.
I believe in the end that they all represent the same thing when it comes to 7. Though the moments may differ, the core ideal always remains.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think each moment might be different.
I did not deny that, did I? I said while the moments may differ, the core ideal remains the same.
We have some time before our audience to consider our options before returning. But return we shall, Ravenman.
We'll give a bow.
Fane will bow and begin to leave.
I will return the bow.
It's back to Raveman. Wonders. It's back.
And for last stand arms.
This one I'm excited for.
As
This
we were
one gives me
walking.
chills.
As we're
I
walking
wonder
over,
who it is.
he'll sort of turn to Caspian and Simon. Trust in the exchange of the book. For whatever it is worth, it is more than it has been worth to us prior. I think our time to complete its trials runs short. But the use of the will, no matter how lesser a exchange it may be, could prove fruitful here.
I simply didn't want to make an exchange without knowing what the value of the currency being exchanged for was. I have a faint idea and a feeling, but it's better to look around before making such a decision.
Excuses, yes. Simon shrugs. Yeah.
There's wisdom in not making a bad deal. Let's see what else this place has to offer. Did the Wendigo speak of a time scale before our audience?
Simply enough. Though I didn't know what that may represent, but I believe that there will be time to peruse, though I didn't want to keep the one seeing to our arrival waiting. I do not mind looking around either.
Good reason that experiencing these moments in truth does not take active time, but I am not educated on such things. So.
I suppose it really depends on where you are.
He'll nod. To the next storefront, then.
All right. As you enter the next storefront, as you approach it, you will see that there is the symbol of the seven etched in the doorway above on the piece of stone. You will also see, just below it, another symbol. One that appears to be that of a top hat.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
Wait. Is this what I think it is?
We're about to
I'm
find
feeling
out.
very uneducated once again.
That isn't the track I was expecting to play, so I might be wrong.
Most excellent.
I thought we were gambling for a moment.
No.
Oh,
Top hat?
Yeah.
I'm digging through my brain. I see another frog.
Sewer druid.
I remember a certain group back in the day, yeah.
Oh!
Mhm.
Oh! Oh no. Hell yes.
Yes.
As you enter, you will see that there is an arraignment of all sorts of weapons covering the walls, and there is a large counter and forge behind it, and seated upon the counter, you see this creature.
Oh my god, it is.
There it is.
I love him.
Man.
no.
Jesus.
Old memories.
Yeah.
Is that a skinwalker?
I don't think so.
It's a weird cat.
I don't think we should question anything that we see in
The creature
inside
stares
this
forward,
plane.
its eyes seemingly dead. Unmoving.
Hello?
Hey, buddy, are you there?
The creature begins to vibrate as slowly its head turns towards William. An almost imperceptible nod will quickly, and then slowly the head will turn back as it dead stares forward.
Okay. Is this a... From the looks of it, this seems like a blacksmith shop, right? A crafter? He says as he walks forward a little bit.
It looks like it. There's a forge there.
As you approach, you will see that the creature starts to vibrate some more.
Hmm.
Can a martial check its intelligence stat?
Sure. Please roll a
Go
martial
for it.
check.
Venom.
As you martial check this strange creature, you will feel its presence deep as an ocean. You will hear the sounds of distant warfare, the screams of soldiers on the battlefield, the sound of arrows, the sound of spells and steel slashing and crashing. The creature will slowly turn to look at you, Fane. That's it.
You have experienced much, it seems.
Yes. The creature responds quietly.
So it can speak.
Yes.
Oh. What do you do here?
Make swords.
Only
Oh.
swords?
Neat.
No.
What about rapiers?
Yes.
Nice.
Do you have anything that would be quite useful for a paladin?
Yes.
Raise his eyebrow.
I think you have to tell him directly what you want.
Yeah, like,
Yes.
can I just...
Yes.
He will sigh a sigh of exasperation. Can you please show me the weapons that you think will be... The swords that you think will be good for a paladin?
No.
You know what? I'm done with this.
What a funny guy.
I think it is more that you would make a request. And whether he has it made or would make it would determine the cost.
Yes. Also, browse.
Browse?
On wall for reason. Look with eyes.
Yes,
Ah,
we do have eyes and we can use them.
Do you have a name?
Yes.
What is your
Indeed
name?
he has.
Torl.
Porl? Okay.
Torl.
Are you originally from here in the
No.
Shadow City? Where are you from?
Kalkatesh.
So you are
All
a
of a sudden it
skinwalker.
makes a lot more
Yes.
sense.
He's one of the mentioned before Fallen, I suppose.
Yes.
Are these arms the arms of fallen soldiers then? Hence the last stand
No.
name upon the building. Fane will blink. Okay. He'll turn and start to look around.
I believe that refers Fane, that refers to an event, rather than...
Oh. He's confused. The last stand is an event. Or would be. Looking around, are there like staffs and specifically like druidic implements among the arms here? Or does it seem to be mostly martial leaning?
It's all martial.
Can I take a look at some long swords to try and help Wilhelm then?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go join him with my magic eyes.
Looking for long swords all throughout the shop.
There's plenty. Plus
Oh,
ones, plus
Jesus
twos,
Christ,
plus
yeah,
threes.
that's-
So much
that's
shit.
why-
Magical weapons, artifacts, all sorts of shit in here.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
that's why I asked him. I was like, "Give me a recommendation." He's like, "Nah, go look."
That's not his job.
You-
Tell you what to do. Figure it out. Nerd.
Using the constant detect magic, can I look for swords that have divine enchantments on them? To try and narrow Wilhelm's search.
Do I have the spell? No, I don't. Wait,
Yes.
Wait a second.
Ooh.
Wait, features? No, spell book.
Looks impatiently at Wilhelm.
Just continue. I'm just looking for something.
Can I find anything here that I could use in the wolf form?
Dog with sword.
Dog with sword? Never
you-
seen before.
As you start looking around, you will feel that you're being stared at.
What?
Sorry, that was so funny to me. It's like that anime
Yeah,
thing where they do like lightning
This-
things.
The
He-
lightning clashes
yeah,
in the
yeah.
center.
Toro will then say, "Hey,
What?
come here." Where you
What?
from?
What do you think?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
Dalton.
Ah.
Mm.
He will then,
I'm surprised.
and then he will then look you up and down and say, "Kinder."
I will shift.
Good.
Good.
As you shift, he will then say, "Good weapons in back."
I will give him a solid nod and then go to the back.
Racism, racism.
Yes,
You're halfling, you're not a person. You can't be racist.
you're like
against
half a
objects.
person.
There we go. We had this
Ah.
discussion during the pre-show.
Everybody's just jealous.
As you go
just
into the back,
jealousy.
Toro will start to just openly vibrate in his chair.
Oh my god.
It's great. It's amazing.
Everything looks the same to me.
That's because, look,
Sword
Fane will
racism.
go over. He'll get a box and he'll drag it over to Wilhelm. It's because you're looking at the edge of the case.
Ah, yeah, of course. Jumps on the box.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, now it looks better. Oh, yeah, they all still look the same to me.
Audibly blinks.
Tor will vibrate even more intensely. And then finally, having not able to take it anymore. Hey. Come here.
Jumps off stool. Starts walking.
You will see that in the vibrations of his fur, a gnarled, gross, furless hand starts to slowly reach out and put a piece of parchment on the table. And then it will go back into his fur, disappearing. And then slowly it starts to come back out again with Quill. Puts it on top of the parchment. And then it goes back into its fur. And then slowly comes back out with a small pot of ink. And we'll place it on the table. Right parameters. Find weapon. No waste time.
Huh. We will look at it.
Actually,
Grab
you
it.
can't see it. Because you're short.
Ah, of course.
And then
So
saying
he's not on the table.
So seeing this, you can't reach it. Tor will slowly reach out with his gnarled, gross hand and will cat slap it off towards you.
Wait. I got it. Okay.
Right. Now.
Sits down on the ground, crisscross applesauce. Starts writing. How about mechanically just write what type of weapon I want?
What do you want?
Okay, I will think about it. You guys continue. I will. I'm thinking. Eyes thinking.
Veli.
As you approach Caspian, you will see Tor will turn his eyes towards you. Veli.
Yes, Veli. I'm not really looking for a weapon or anything of that sort, but I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about an object, if you could see if you understand anything about it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to find out more because it appears to be from quite a long time ago, quite a long way in the past. An artifact of 7, I believe. I just wanted to know if you knew anything more about it. And he will present the Concord of Unity.
Wow.
Wow. It checks out.
Indeed, wow.
Impressive.
Don't quite know, I know it's Sevenic.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
Understood. Thank you.
Wait. Is cup. Drink.
Is cup. Yes.
You're welcome.
Thumbs up.
Oh god, why did you do that? Fuck. As you give the thumbs up, Toro will start to vibrate violently on his stool. And then slowly a gross, gnarled hand will slowly start to extend out from his furl. And a crackling, crinkling, bone-crunching thumbs up will be seen before his hand disappears once more back inside of his fur.
Yes.
Elsie was just serious, just scream out in terror.
Fane, having walked away from Wilhelm as they're doing that, will join Mazekeen in the back and just go, "Is that what happens if you stay shifted too long? You get stuck."
Slowly, as if hearing his question, Toral's head will turn like an owl and look back at Fane, and he will say, "Yeah." And then
He'll
bone crunchingly,
shudder.
his head will start to roll back to look at Caspian, his eyes dead and unblinking.
Yeah.
Well, there you got your answer.
Apparently.
Maybe you shouldn't sleep as a wolf anymore.
What makes you think that's
Unhealthy.
the uncomfortable form?
He has visions of a dead staring Mazekeen with whittled arms. And then just shakes his head. He's going to not stay here. He's gonna go wait by the door.
I'm gonna turn into the big dog. Let's go.
He's not actually looking at Persian, and he'll just look at little Willy down there writing, but he'll just savage then.
Toro will
Okay.
vibrate, sensing Mazekeen's transformation. And then we'll look back.
Good.
He'll look back the other way. The creature will turn its head towards Simon.
Hello. Do you purchase?
No.
Why?
He stares at you with dead eyes.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Nothing to do here.
Oh no. Can I find anything that would be usable in this form?
Yes,
What do I find?
I have to write it out.
Let's go. How much would it cost, I guess, is the other question.
I have to write it out.
Very good.
Let's continue
Yes.
meeting people and give Arcadum
Yeah.
a laundry list of things. So next session,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can say what to do.
I'll be interested in that, I guess. And we
Very
can
good.
Wilhelm will
I'll take a
suddenly
note of
just-
everything on the shelf and then go downward.
Wilhelm will stand up
Als
and
biedt
he
ze.
will
Goodbye.
jump, slap a paper on the table. The table says
Hold on.
sword
as
that
you
helps.
as you slap the table, you will see that Tor suddenly turns towards you violently. He starts to vibrate off of his chair and float above you.
What? I'm short.
No.
I can't reach. I'm short. I need
No.
to jump.
Down.
Gives paper? How down? Down.
Give. Down. Go.
More
Ah. He will just give the paper. The paper only says like one line. Swords that helps with better paladin abilities.
You will see that Toro will look at the paper. It lifts itself up and slowly is devoured by his fur as it disappears from sight.
This was the best shop yet.
I like that guy.
So you have only weapons, no bombs?
Oh god. As you say bombs, his eyes will widen. You will hear the distant sounds of screams, the slashing and clanging of steel, and then he will answer,
No.
Simon bows.
What a nice shopkeeper, yes.
"What you doing over there, Elsie?"
Would I have noticed any arrows on the walls?
Yeah, he has ammunition.
Not explosive
Really,
ammunition.
List. I'll make a list.
I'll just take note that he makes ammunition especially, and just put on up. Trying not to earn his ire. Terrible liar.
Actually, Sam's gonna come back. I think you might need this more than anyone.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's a pouch of poppy. Have fun, buddy.
He'll look down at the pouch. A snarled hand will start to move out towards it. He'll take the poppy as it disappears inside of his fur. He will then bring out what appears to be a pouch full of gold, and he'll put it on the counter.
Simon slowly grabs the gold.
He will stare straight ahead, dead eyes.
He goes back slowly.
Okay.
Man,
Get the fuck out of here.
I fucking
How much
love
coke
it.
can he give you?
He's gonna check.
Man,
How much more I got?
100 gold.
yeah.
Nice.
Good deal.
My man got PTSD back to back. Boom, boom.
Thumbs up.
That's a future
Thumbs
client.
up.
I fucking.
Jeez. That man right there, that guy, he has seen things. Look at his eyes.
Yeah. That's
5 million years.
Good old Toro.
Yeah.
Yep.
as we sort of cross the threshold outside. So why is there a top hat when he is just a stock skinwalker?
These days, is the symbol of the tops known at all in Calcutta anymore?
Yeah.
Then Caspian would sort of slowly tend to explain. That is awfully reminiscent of the symbol of a group of call them heroes, adventurers. Well, call the tops. Maybe the little third creature was associated with them during its time alive, during the conflict.
Tops as in top hats and not. He doesn't finish a sentence.
We don't king shame here, Fane.
A whole group of tops seems kind of useless to each other.
Please, the proper terminology is called a fight.
I've only heard great things. Anyway, moving on.
Wait,
To
is
find
that what a group
bottoms.
of top hats are called? A fight? I don't think so.
No, I was. You
Oh
said
no.
tops. Nothing else.
Tops sexually, the dominant person. If there's a group of them, they
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. I see.
fight. Welcome to the slang, old man.
Yeah. And for reference, a group of bottoms are known as a choreography. Shout out to Joe.
Just size. Just size. Just size.
We go to the next show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, Fane.
Skip.
Please.
They are known on Calcutta.
Let me see. Should we have a name? Is that important in Calcutta?
What would you name us?
I do not care.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I hadn't considered it.
Seems like you have a lot of time now to think about it.
If it is sexual innuendos, I suppose we could be called Little Willie's Band of Goons.
Okay.
Why would
You
you,
see him-
make him the
you see
main
him-
thing of the end of the name?
If
You
this
see
is
him
your naming
slowly-
convent.
It is the innuendo portion. I'm trying to be culturally respectful.
That is
Willie
not.
just
Willie gang.
slowly turns just slowly turns
I'm
around
about
and looks
to.
up
I'm
at
about to culturally respect everyone at the back of my head.
You make an awful lot of assumptions about culture, Fane.
It fine, whatever. Let's
It's
just
time to goon.
that can be our combat champ.
Where are my goons?
Leave it to the air
We-
to be insensitive.
I mean,
think the only one who
we
that
could be
would really
called
fit.
gooners.
And people say halflings are fucking rude.
You are.
Maybe we should call our supporters that,
All right.
because if they're gooning, they will never come.
Inside this place, you will see that it is lined to the brim with shields, shields, light armor, medium armor, heavy armor, helmets, all of the arrays of protection. And you will see that behind the counter there seems to be a shadow.
Well, yeah.
You'll see this guy.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Oh, a shadow.
As you enter, you will see that the creature waves at you and says, "Hello!"
Whoa! Why is the shadow loud?
Why can't it be?
Shadow-
I mean,
The shadow seems nice.
Welcome to Othello's Iron!
No, you, Othello.
I am indeed Othello, procurement of protective skins of steel. Please, have a look around.
Oh, Sounds good. Is there any robes?
Yes, I have
Assume not.
plenty of robes.
Mm.
I
me
have
a
the
point
best
in,
robes.
The best robes.
The best robes.
Do you
Potion.
buy items and or augment items?
I can make items, yes. I tend not to buy any, as I can make them myself, due to my incredible skill.
What about altering already crafted items?
Items that have already been made must be reforged to the tenderness of my shadowy fingertips,
And how much would something like that cost?
dependent upon the power of the item.
Do you buy?
No!
Damn it.
That's fine. Well, we should take a few minutes to look around and then continue.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
as We'll make a circuit and then come back for the things we need.
Hooray!
Let's have a look at robes then.
Why does
Yeah, I know. While Frostus is unsummoned, can I activate his Moisto vision?
Sure.
Can I see how moist the shadow that just said "hooray" is as I get flashbacks to hearing "yay" in the back of my brain?
He is... He is a fat sack of water filled to the brim and dripping through the leather.
My god.
Right.
he contains a great amount of moisture.
Well, I've got nothing to say to him.
Tell me, what is it that you seek to protect you with? What kind of armor?
Well, robes.
Robes? What kind of parameters?
I'm lost. You mean AC? Or what?
Do you want it to protect you from swords, spears, or perhaps the jeers of your enemies?
The physical variety.
Very well, then please look on the eastern wall. I'm sure you'll find armaments to accessorize with your outfit and vibe.
Can
Where
you
are the shields?
replicate? No, go ahead.
Sorry. Where are the shields? I don't see them here. I may be a
The
little bit blind.
shields are on the northern wall. They are placed in order from buckler to tower shield. Tower shield.
Next to the injury.
Vibrates.
Willie stifles a
That
laugh as he
was
looks at
rough.
Fade.
Our druid only bucklers are. I'm just kidding.
No. Fane will approach. He will point out the manticore cloak that he currently is wearing, and then
It
pull out.
clashes with your hair.
It really does.
Yeah.
True. But its enchantment is rather useful. Are you able to replicate it?
I
upon a
can
newly crafted
replicate
item?
most items I see. Bring them to me. I'll make it for thee.
He'll produce a armored robe from his inventory. From his pack, I suppose. This is also masterwork.
If you say so.
Masterwork by my standards, at least.
Your standards are low.
Then the price of such a good should reflect that. I wonder, could you imbue the enchantment, elemental sigils, on an item such as this, alongside its
I could
masterwork?
reforge it, copy it into a new item if you wish.
No, lad.
He cannot bypass the hard rule of all items must be.
That's fine. It's more recreating the enchantment, because if we do it where we are, it's re-rolled.
He can copy enchantments.
Okay. Then yes.
Because he has the blue mana.
Yeah.
Aha. Haha. That's a Magic the Gathering joke.
Brought to you by Milton Bradley.
Then
Das
yes.
Fuman and Company.
I will think on it then, and return and seek a price before we leave.
Hold on real quick. Thanks for the raid, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay, so once
Thank-
again, list what you want.
Yeah.
Make a list.
Up to what? Up to what
is there-
tier can
Yeah.
we craft there?
No. Make a list of what you want. Is just going to be
Yeah.
easier. Then I'll present a list with prices.
Sounds good. Alright,
All right.
Fane will leave.
Blah.
Ooh, so I might actually get usable armor. Masterwork.
Yeah, consider the fact that high tier items with magical properties will carry the burden of exposure, so,
If he's copying it.
yeah, but in general.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's going to cost will, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'll get the price, and if exposure is added to it, because it currently doesn't produce any, I'll figure it out.
But for example, I am... I have enough.
Okay, and
Stares at him.
so the party exits Othello's Iron.
There's at being capped at 10 exposure with no allies around.
In the background, hearing him sing. Okay, and then...
Has he-
what's
Has
up?
he shown up before? Othello?
Uh-uh. No.
No. Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
oh, fuck. I just realized it's time. Shit, we're at time.
I assume the last storefront is the Callous Cauldron.
Well, that and the Edge of Madness Tavern.
Yes.
So,
yes.
elixirs
Mm-hmm.
and super rare ally slot characters.
Oh boy, are we gonna leave Zozanti in the fucking shade place? Hell yeah.
Wait,
Can we
who's
spend
Sazanti?
his will and then leave him here?
Wait, who's
That's
Sazanti?
true.
Wait, who's Sazanti?
Yeah, I don't know where he is.
Exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard that name before.
You probably never looked him in the face, so I understand you don't remember him.
That is true. That is true.
Alright.
Good stuff, man.
I forgot what I was asking.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Excellent stuff.
All right, let's see if we got any.
We got memes.
Is there a place for
Cake.
spells here?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. If there's anywhere we can learn spells here.
Yeah,
Like secret spells and Taladani stuff.
in the Edge of Madness Tavern. But
I
but
see.
you got to roleplay for that, so we got to do that next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a find a freelance caster and
Yeah.
do it that way. That's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, for now, we can just make lists of what items we want and then go from there.
And what
Yes.
Frankenstein nonsense we want.
Oh,
God.
fucking crazy.
So many options.
What a cool session!
What a
Excellent
crazy
session.
session.
What a cool place.
I forgot Torl existed, I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's all right. I've made a lot of NPCs.
As soon as I saw the hat.
Thanks, Caped. It's supposed to go the other way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know why you
We
made
love
the main
effort.
one counterclockwise, but other than that, good job.
Yes, change the arrow colors and it's fine.
It's the thought that counts.
Yep.
That's
Yes,
all I'm gonna say. Otherwise, this be
Lol.
horrific.
this is just
Whoa.
this is what Mazekeen wants to be.
This is what I'm going for, yes. Thank you. Give me the sword.
Thinking about his sword when Simon said bombs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is
shit.
the up drink. Has
drink.
Caspian drank from the Concord of Unity yet?
Do you know what this does?
Wouldn't you like
His
to
cup.
know?
Drink.
Oh, I think it might do something to you. I think Torl knows something.
No, I think he
Wouldn't-
doesn't know, and it's just a cup, so drink from it, forehead.
Nah, I think you should drink from it.
Wait, outside of
wants to laugh from
shenanigans,
it.
have we ever... Outside of shenanigans, has he ever drank from it, actually? I don't think so.
No, I haven't done it on screen, no.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys in 2 hours. Hugs and
Thank you.
kisses.
Bye-bye.
Bye.